It's the Sean Widmer Podcast. It's a journal by someone that just really doesn't like to write.
What's going on? Welcome to the Friday edition of the podcast. We made it, everyone. We did it. Another week in the books. Good job. Good job. All right. That was weird. Today on the podcast, we've got to talk about Spotify. Doy. We got to talk football. Doy. And we got to talk about a thing I don't know, I don't understand, and I want to because I like to try to stay hip to things, but I've hit an age where now it's going to require me calling Ian, Nate, who else do I know who's young? Dalton's not young anymore, so not Dalton. Maybe Curdy, but she doesn't do social media as much. I don't know. I need a contingent of people to help me out with something. Okay, we're starting though with the thing I love, Spotify. Which if you missed it, I switched over to YouTube Music. I've been enjoying it. I miss Spotify. I miss it. Spotify, I love you. But I'm trying something. So they came out with it's like Spotify 20. I'm trying to find it here. Trying to find it on the fly. I can't. Where is it? Spotify 20. It was really fun. They did it's 20th anniversary of Spotify. So they released a bunch of stats about your personal Spotify account. So let me see if I can find it on my phone because mine was rather fun. I thought some of the stuff was funny. I'm excited to get to your all-time top songs. So they've kept track of all the songs you've listened to and what you've listened to the most. Mine's wild. Mine's wild. I don't know if everyone's is like this. Mine seems wild. There's a couple songs in there that I'm like, uh-oh. Is that really it? Okay, my Spotify is updating. It's opening. See, it wasn't even on my phone because I haven't used it. Continue, allow, whatever, next. Just allow. I don't care anymore. Here we go. I've got it open on my phone. So, Spotify 20. Let's get some stats out there for me. Oh, yeah, rock and roll. All right. Your party of the years. So here we go. Tap to begin. Let's see what I've learned about myself with Spotify. I love these kind of things. Your first day on Spotify was November 22nd, 2012. What was Spotify's first day? How close was I to day one? Not close. Not close, guys. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. It expanded. It launched to the public in European countries on October 7th, 2008. But it later expanded to the United States on July 14th, 2011. So I was around, right? I'm just over a year removed from that. My first day, November 22nd, 2012. I feel okay about that. This is where it gets wild, though. Here we go. My first day on Spotify. Yes, I see that. Yeah, thank you for the cake. Let's party. Next gift. Here we go. Since then, you've listened to 9,895 songs. Pretty good. I'm a podcast guy. I'm sure there's people who are like, we listened to 100 billion songs. Almost 10,000. Didn't quite make it. My first song I ever listened to. Now, I got into Spotify November 22nd, 2012. Let me check something real quick. What day, I'm just Googling, what day was Thanksgiving in 2012? Because I'm going to guess Thanksgiving is either the 20th or the 21st that year. Enter. Okay. Thanksgiving was Thursday, November 22nd, 2012. The first day I logged on to Spotify. I logged on to Spotify for Christmas music. That's the most fitting me thing ever. I love that. I'm very happy about that. That's the most me you can get. The very first song I listened to is a song I don't even listen to a lot in Christmas music, Switchfoot's Evergreen. Now, let's Google Switchfoot Evergreen, and let's see if that song was released that day, and this was the only way I could figure out how to find it, because this is what I'm leaning towards. Switchfoot evergreen song. Let's see. Okay, let's see what happens with this. That song came out in 2012. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find out more about it, but that's so funny. So Switchfoot released a new song, and I immediately had to listen to it because I'm a firm believer, especially at that time, no Christmas music until after Thanksgiving. I waited until Thanksgiving. I'm sure I was in the car with Ryan and Scott. We were getting ready to do our Black Friday, Thursday night into Black Friday, drive around, hand out candy canes, hot cocoa and stuff to people who were in line for Black Friday. I guarantee we were in the car ready to do that, and we listened to Switchfoot Evergreen, and it was my very first song ever. And then finally, my most streamed artist with 12,000 minutes streamed, the boys who celebrated the 20th birthday of Maladroit, Weezer. Weezer's my most streamed artist. I actually was surprised by that. I thought it would be Relient K, but I think all my Relient K listening really happened on CDs. So Weezer, I love them. They're like my favorite band. So it makes a lot of sense that they are there. I love this Spotify stuff. But here's what I wanted to get to. Outside of, I'm going to remove the kids songs, okay? I'm going to remove the kids songs, and I'm going to give you my top 10 listened to songs all time on Spotify, because my number one most listened to song is from the motion picture Inside Out. It's called Goofball No Longer. I listened to it 197 times because when my daughter was 1 and 2, it's the only song that would calm her down in the car. And so I listened to it on repeat. I love that that's my number one most listened to, because it's my daughter. It's like my daughter's first song that she really, truly loved. Let me see here. I got to find the 10 songs. We'll count them down backwards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So stupid. All right. Here we go. You ready for this? At number 10, my favorite song by the band Weezer. Is that 10? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay. My favorite song by the band Weezer. Say It Ain't So. It's the best. It's the best Weezer song. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. Maybe my favorite song of all time. It is my 10th most listened to song. Going Bad. That's right. Meek Mill featuring Drake. Going Bad. My 9th most listened to song ever on Spotify. Relient K's Bummin'. Bummin' by Relient K. From, what is that? What is Bummin' from? Bummin' is from, is it from Collapsible Lung? Which would be hilarious because that's their worst album. It's from Air for Free. Okay, it's from Air for Free. Air for Free might be their best album, so never mind. Take that back. 10, 9, 8, 7. Number 7, I can't recommend to a single person. It's Nasty Freestyle by T-Wayne. That is, shout out to my wife. When we first started dating, that was the song she was listening to. If you know my wife, you know she loves any kind of rap music. I can't recommend that song to a single person. That song is filthy. It's got more bad words in it than any song. Do not listen to it. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7. Number 6. I think this is my most listened to Switchfoot song. And this speaks volumes as to streaming, where it's not my most listened to Switchfoot song ever, but all of my Switchfoot listening happened before Spotify. If the House Burns Down Tonight, which is a song I adore by Switchfoot. I got to do it again. 10, 9, 8, 7. Wait. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. My 5th most listened to. I'm going to make a mark here. 3, 4, 5. My 5th most listened to song. This Is America. Am I doing this right? 10. I can't count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. The reason I have to do it like this is because I have a bunch of kids songs in the mix here, like Peaches, and the main title for Dumbo is in there. So now I'm going to cross things out. Sorry, this podcast is hectic. This is America by Childish Gambino. I loved that song. Number 4, American Kids by Kenny Chesney. That was like the song of the summer for me, back-to-back summers. I think it came out, I was freshly single, maybe. So I was feeling myself in the Jeep, and I was camping all the time because I had nothing to do. And so I was camping a lot. I was taking the Jeep out to like Sullivan Lake and other wild places, and I would just listen to American Kids on repeat because I felt like it was such an awesome summer song with the top off the Jeep. American Kids. Number 4. This is where it gets silly. I don't know. That was number 4. American Kids was number 4. Number 3. This is insane that it's number 3. This is insane. This is embarrassing. She Looks So Perfect by 5 Seconds of Summer. I love that song. I'm looking at my list going, this should be all Reliant K, Switchfoot, and Weezer songs. I can't deny the top 3. The top 3, I listened to that song, She Looks So Perfect by 5 Seconds to Summer, nonstop. And it shows. Number 2, most listened to song all time on Spotify, Up Down by Morgan Wallen. It's Morgan Wallen's best song. I love Morgan Wallen. Up Down is fantastic. This is a big Jeep song for me. When that song came out, I remember it came out and I heard that album for the first time, I listened to it driving the Jeep to go camping. And I was like, well, this is it. This is the song. If I'm in the Jeep, tops off, I'm going out into nature, Up Down is the song. It would get me fired up for the weekend. And my number 1 most listened to song, and I know it is because I listened to it a ton, Kid Cudi, Kanye West, Erase Me. I could have told you that was what it was going to be. A lot of these were surprises. That one is not. So there you go. Spotify 20. That was way too much time spent on it. I hope you enjoyed it. Send me your list. Like if you did a Spotify 20, I want your all-time top songs, your top 10. I want them. I think it's such a great, fun thing to look at. The fact that none of the guys at my work talked about this with me this week makes me hate all of them. Now that I'm thinking about it. We got together, we had lunch, we broke bread together at Wendy's today, and not a soul brought it up. They're maybe too young. They're talking about the thing I want to talk about with my Kelly's What Are You Into, which is me getting old. What else did I want to talk about today? I wanted to mention this because I don't remember what I teased, but I wanted to mention this, that when you are a parent, if you are a parent, one of the big things that happens in your life is you have a child. But maybe you have it if you are, a female. If you're a male, you watch a child, most likely you watch a child get born, and you're having this moment while you're waiting for the kid to get born, and the kid is born, and then after the kid's born. And that the day that happens is so insane. It's so ingrained in your mind. In the moment you look at, I looked at my wife and I was like, we will never, ever forget this day. This is a day that lives in infamy in my life. This is one of the most important, one of the most amazing, unforgettable days I've ever had, period. This day I will never forget. Then, a few years later, you drive up to your local pharmacy and you just need some amoxicillin for a kid who's going through a double ear infection, and they're not feeling it, and they're in the back seat of the car, and they're crying, and they don't feel good, and all you want is this amoxicillin because this is going to cure them. And you look at the guy on the other side of the counter as you're in a hurry, and he goes, all right, before I can give you this, what's the child's date of birth? And I look at the man, and I go, October 23rd, 1981. And he's like, no, the child's. And I'm like, dude, why would I ever know the day my child was born outside of the fact that multiple times I've said it's the most amazing day of my life? It's dirty pool by the pharmacists. They know what they're doing. They're like, look, man, I know you said to your wife that this is the day. So Let's put your feet to the fire. Do you want your kid to stop crying? Prove it, bud. And I'm like, yeah, I can't, dude. I can't. I know what days the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. I know what days the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. Why didn't you ask me that, dude? Why didn't you ask me that question to get this amoxicillin? Come on, man. Do you want Skyrim came out on November 11th, 2011. Did you want why couldn't you have asked me that? Why did you have to ask me about my kid who's crying in the back seat, dude? Ask me a question I'm going to know the answer to. It's so bad. I was so embarrassed. I just looked at him. I'm like, dude, my son was born in January. He's like, yeah, what's the date of birth? I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's the 7th of January. Year? I don't know. I could probably reverse engineer the math. It's 2026. If I knew how old he was, I could probably do subtraction to get there. Brother, you're either going to get me this amoxicillin or I'm going to have to go somewhere else to get it. That's just where we're at right now. I gave you my address, my name, my ID. This is the barrier that I'm not going to be able to jump over. And so my kid now just is upstairs crying with no medicine. No, I'm just kidding. I figured it out because I looked it up on my phone. So there you go. That's cool.
Kelly's, what are you into?
I love social media and I love technology and I love new things. Like I used to be the guy who, when a new social media app came out, I wanted to be on it immediately. There was one that started with a V that I was on day one and I swore that it would be awesome and it wasn't. There was the Google Plus. I tried to get into that heavy. It didn't take off. You know, I've been on Twitter, been on Facebook, Instagram I love. But I try them all. I always want to be on the cutting edge. Although as of late, I've started to fall off, right? And I'm getting old. I don't have time for it. Social media puts me in a bad mood a lot of times. So I try to stay off it unless I've got my algorithm dialed in to skateboarding videos, basketball videos, Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and maybe comedians. If once I can get my algorithm hitting on those, I'll get on that app. You know what I'm saying? But I won't do it if hey, here's politics. Hey, here's politics. Because one time my feed was very much on politics, and all I saw was a bunch of people that I knew telling me that gas prices were going to be $1. They are not $1. So then I just get mad because I don't know politics, and then all I know is that I'm mad because I expected. Like, if I tell you something about basketball, right? I tell you right now, Victor Wembanyama, very much so. This guy is going to be a top 5 player ever in the NBA. You know why I'm saying that to you? Because I'm a basketball guy who knows basketball. Where are the political fans and the political people out there who told me that gas prices were going to be cheap? It was like, remember in the election, and it was all those posts that said, can't wait to get back to this, and it would show a picture of gas $2.19. And I remember thinking, like, I can't wait. This is gonna freaking rule. This is gonna be the best. And then I filled up today. I put $45 in the Jeep, and it was like half a tank. And I thought that was a lie. So, anyways, politics bummed me out because I feel like it's only liars. It's all I get. Everyone, every side, everyone. It's just lying. It's terrible. Okay, so anyhow, politics, am I right? Let's talk politics. What do we want to talk next? Weather? Let's talk weather. All right, good. We got him out of the way. Instagram released a feature called Instants, and I don't know what it is, but I know that I'm officially too scared to use it. I know that I haven't done it. If you go open up Instagram, what's this? Pete Davidson. Look at that. Pete Davidson and his lady look like they've split. Man, I couldn't see that kind of stuff coming. So that's big news. If you go on Instagram to I didn't talk Seahawks. That's what I wanted to talk today. Golly gee. We're going to talk. I'm going to force it in. Longer podcast today. We're talking Seahawks. I have to. If you go to your DMs, if you're someone who still slides into DMs like I am, look at the DMs I've been sliding into here. Look at this. If you're watching, there's Dan, Darney, Adam, Coxie, Sam Dower, who's getting married tomorrow. Thanks for the invite to your wedding, Sam. Jeez Louise, Sammy Buckets. But if you go down in the corner, you'll see like a little picture there. I don't know, you can't really see it, but the bottom right corner. And like you can just post a picture of yourself, I guess, and then it goes away in 24 hours, which is what I thought Stories was. So I don't know what this is. I don't know what is it like. Is it trying to be more like Snapchat? Is this like they're trying to be more like Snapchat? I thought Stories was trying to be like Snapchat. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it. So I need one of the youth to explain Instants to me on Instagram. But I got lost there because all I want to do is talk Seahawks. And that's what we're going to do right now. The NFL released their schedule for 2026, and the Seattle freaking Seahawks. Sorry. The world champion Seattle Seahawks. The best freaking team in the world at football. Oh, they've got 6 primetime games. They're the opening game of the season. That is on September 9th. 8:20 for me, 5:20 on the West Coast against the Diana Rossinis. Just right off the bat. We get the Diana Rossinis right off the bat. Super Bowl rematch. I'm so excited. Football is back in many months. I am so excited for football. It is May. I love the NBA. NBA playoffs are going on. I'm so excited. Lumen Field on September 9th is going to be insane. That opening night is going to be insane. I want to be there so badly. And so does every Seahawks fan. It's going to be insane. Electric. This schedule, the home schedule for the Seahawks is electric. That's the word I'm going to use to describe it. Okay. It's just electric. Their home schedule has these teams on it. Now, outside of the NFC West teams coming in, right? San Francisco, Carolina, the Rams. Outside of that, the Patriots will be in Seattle. The Chargers with Justin Herbert will be in Seattle. The Kansas City Chiefs. The Fighting Patrick Mahomes. Okay? The Chicago Bears, who are on the rise and are good, are going to be in Seattle. The Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys could suck. But the Dallas Cowboys could just as easily be great this season. And regardless, they're the Dallas Cowboys. And then the New York Giants, okay, are the other team. The tickets on resale on like StubHub and stuff for Seahawks games this year are going to be the most expensive ticket in the United States. They will be. I don't think there will be another football team who has more expensive home game tickets than the Seahawks. The teams they play, they're the best team in football, a great fan base, and the teams that are in town are just wild. There's no real duds. I guess the Giants would be your one dud. The thing with the Giants is if Jackson Dart is good this season, and if Scadaboo or whatever is Scadaboo, that's his name. What's his name? What's his name again? Scadaboo? Is that it? Scadaboo? That's the coach. No, that's the player. Cam Scadaboo. There we go. I know ball. If Cam Scadaboo and Jackson Dart are good, dude, that Giants game's going to be awesome. Giants game's going to be awesome because they're young and super, super dope. Super dope is dumb. Don't say that, Sean, ever again. The Seahawks will be on the road at Washington, D.C. That game was going to be so confusing for non-football fans. Seattle against Washington? Seattle against Washington? If you're from Washington State, that joke is sort of funny to you. If you're not, it sucks. But if you're from Washington State and you've left the state and you're like, yeah, I'm from Washington. Everyone's like, do you know the president? The president of Fish, dude. I'm angry now. I don't know what happened there. We're going to be in Denver. We are going to be in Denver. In Vegas on November 15th. San Francisco. In Philly, that game could be awesome. And then into the season, January 3rd, a 6.5-hour drive from where I'm sitting right now, the Carolina Panthers. Josh Cox, come on. Let's go, baby. That's your squad. You're from there. Come on, let's go. Get the team jet, Josh. Get the private jet from Gonzaga to fly to Lexington. Come on, you know the pilots so well. Those dudes rule. Fly to Lex. Let's go to Carolina. I've never been on a private jet. I want to get on a private jet. That's our moment. Thank you, Josh. And then the Rams. Okay, so this is going to be awesome. The other thing with the Seahawks is they have 6 primetime games. First game of the season, they've got Sunday Night Football at home against the Chiefs, Monday Night Football at home against the Bears. They've got a Monday Night Football at home against the Cowboys, and they've got a Christmas. Oh, I didn't realize it was hungry. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for being born. I'm sorry that I got real excited about your birthday being a 5:25, 8:25 for me, Seahawks kickoff on Christmas. Joy to the world. Okay. Wheels fell off. Later.